Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, Bow and Arrow Tarot. Today we're going to get right into Leo, right? So this is a Leo love connection. A connection reading that a connection reading into the next 7 days outlook, right? Over a relationship that you have with somebody. Now this could be a new relationship, a young relationship, a relationship that's just starting out. This could be somebody coming back in from your past, reconciling. Whatever the case is, we're going to take a look at it, right? It's not always immediately obvious that it's your current actual relationship. It may be somebody else coming into you, or somebody that you're friends with that is now stepping up into a love connection. In any case, it is a love reading and it is a love connection reading. So Leo, let's see where you are at over the next 7 days, January 9th to the 16th, and let's see what's going on. Your person is coming in as Wheel of Fortune, and you're coming in as 7 of Pentacles. They see you as a 9 of Swords, and you see them as a Knight of Cups. They desire 2 of Wands. You desire 8 of Wands, and what really needs to happen, 9 of Cups for them, and for you, 7 of Cups. The bottom of the deck, right, Queen of Pentacles. Let's get her focused. Come on. There we go. Beautiful Queen of Pentacles. And of course, she is the one who comes from the barren wasteland. She comes from nothing. She puts all of her blood, sweat, and tears, her emotional content and energy and power into everything that she does. And she's also, she also represents that desire to really put your heart into your work. She looks at that pentacle as if it was her baby, so she's very emotionally invested in her work. And so this is an energy that's going through this connection this week, right? I think this is probably for you, Leo, certainly you being the Queen of Pentacles, that you're wanting to feel that emotional substance investment in the work that you're doing, especially now that you're coming out of 7 of Pentacles. So let's take a look at it. Leo, you're coming into the week, sorry about the background noise, somebody's skateboarding outside. You're coming into the week with a 7 of Pentacles, and your person is Wheel of Fortune. So you're really kind of like right now, you're really kind of focused on your work, your business. Is it where you want it to be? Are you happy with the fruits of your labor? Do you want to move or shift or change something around? That's what 7 of Pentacles is indicating to me, and I'm feeling from you, Leo. You're really kind of being very contemplative. Is this what I want to do? Am I happy? Right? And more than anything, am I putting the right amount of effort into it? It's the fruits of my labor coming back to me the way I expected. And it's a very contemplative stage, and it's all about what you desire for your life, what you want to do, and very much a kind of focus on, are you happy more than anything with your work? Wheel of Fortune is coming in as your person. That's the energy they're resonating with this week. So Leo, they're feeling kind of, they're really in the midst, I want to say, Wheel of Fortune, of a time where the wheel is turning, right, for them. So they're feeling very sort of lucky, very much like, very much sort of, now I wanted to say serendipitous, right? Serendipitous, very much sort of like a feeling of being at the right place at the right time, perfect opportunities coming their way. It just feels like the universe is just sending them exactly the right opportunities, exactly the right sort of events coming along, right? So Wheel of Fortune, it's feeling like things are kind of happening in a very sort of positive, but with this extreme, it's the Wheel of Fortune. It's good luck. It's this feeling of, I want to say, abundance and manifestation coming in that feeling of being very, very lucky. The Wheel of Fortune is also the tarot card for the planet Jupiter. So if you think of it that way as well, it's very much to do with the perfect opportunities coming in, especially when it comes to sort of abundance, making money, building your wealth or your power, increasing your stability, expanding your work or your business, right? All of the things that we measure in a very material way also, right? So Wheel of Fortune is how your person is coming in, feeling a good week for them, an exciting week for them. Now, how do you guys see each other? You're seeing them as the Knight of Cups, and they see you as the Nine of Swords. So they are very much your knight in shining armor. You're seeing them; they're very much coming into you, and you're really perceiving them this week, Leo, as someone who is trying to sweep you off your feet. They're trying to do all the right things. They're trying to really appeal to your emotional side, your sensitive side, your romantic side. They may be sort of sweet talking you very much this week, right? And this is how they're coming on to you. This is how they're coming. Their energy is coming across to you. This is how you're perceiving them. But also, Knight of Cups is very immature in a lot of ways, and he's the most uncommitted knight in the deck in a lot of ways. So I want to say for you, Leo, there is this kind of feeling of, yeah, it's beautiful and all of that, but is it real? Is it grounded, right? Is it real, right? Is it going to be sustaining, or is this just going to be a romantic time where they sweep me off my feet, and it isn't really what it isn't really rooted in any real stability, right? Or isn't rooted in any real sort of connection, right? It's over romanticized. And that's what I'm feeling off of this reading for you, Leo. Your person is seeing you as a Knight of Swords, Nine of Swords. So this is interesting. I feel like they are having some anxiety with you, right? They may be seeing you suffering with some anxiety. Now, this energy here is feeling a little bit, you know, two ways for me, and this could really depend on the Leo who's resonating with this reading. Some of you, your person is having anxiety at the thought of interacting with you. That's that Nine of Swords that's coming across to them. They're worried. They're worried about this connection. They may be worried about the state of this connection. You guys may be on, maybe you're on rocky terms right now, or maybe you're just quite not connecting the way you normally do, and this is giving your person worry or anxiety or a feeling of like, what's going to go wrong, right? Is something going to go wrong? Nine of Swords is a real kind of anxious energy. Can also be that you're dealing with somebody who feels very guilty about some of their decisions in the past. So they may be bringing into this connection a little bit of, I want to say, some personal issue with sort of feeling either a sense of guilt or feeling as if they are not really sort of doing the right thing, like as if they're not going to get the outcome that they want, or they may be getting a payback for the way they've behaved in the past. You know what I mean? I feel like there's some baggage here, right? Now, for some of you, your person is just kind of sensing this coming from you. They're feeling that you're the one who's very anxious right now. You're the one who might be going through a period of anxiety, and because this is the card of how they see you, how you're coming across to them, right? So especially if you're some of you Leos who are really going through this work issue where you're kind of reevaluating your work, you may not be quite as happy as you are right now. You might also be going through some financial anxiety, which your person is noticing, and maybe a reason why they're coming up as Knight of Cups for you, sort of really trying to help you through it, trying to sort of be very sensitive. I understand, Leo, what you're going through. It'll be okay. It'll be better. But there's still, it almost seems like there's still sort of like not a depth here. It feels like this is still very paper thin in the sense that all the right words are being said, but that, you know, who feels it knows it, right? Some of you know that term. That deep feeling connection still seems to be a little bit not quite there just yet. Now, what do you guys desire? Your person is desiring to move forward with you. So I do feel in a lot of ways, Two of Wands. They desire Two of Wands. Eight of Wands. You're desiring a little bit of a break. So Eight of Wands is very much like an overbearing amount of energy coming in. It can feel not so much like an energy sucker, but just like too much, right? There's too much coming in. There's too many different factors that are weighing in here. There's too many different energies. A lot of times the Eight of Wands in a relationship can also be exactly that, what I'm talking about, which is this feeling of, you know, mixed messages coming in, saying one thing and then a different feeling coming in, or vice versa. And a lot of times eight being the number for strength and terror, but also boundary, right? Being the number for boundaries and restrictions and pulling ourselves back or setting boundaries, right? So here we're talking about this feeling. I think for you, Leo, you're going to be feeling like you want to put some boundaries in place here with this individual, because it could be feeling, for some of you, like I said, it feels like there's too much coming in, but what's coming in is also not as connected as you need it to be. It's like you almost would want less coming in, but for it to be much more real in a way, right? So mixed emotions, and you're really kind of wanting to pull back. Eight of Wands can also be with a relationship, just a desire to say, whoa, let's slow everything down because it's just gone too fast. Everything's gone too fast. Things have kind of morphed out of what they were before, and before you know it, we're behaving differently, we're doing things differently, and we're not as happy as we were before. And so it's a real kind of, whoa, the horsey energy, and that's almost like, Leo, that's what a lot of you may be feeling this week and desiring in this relationship, whereas your person is raring to go. Two of Wands is Mars and Aries, is warlike. It's, I'm ready to face the next challenge. It's, come on, let's take it to the next step. Come on, let's see the next level. Let's see what the world brings next. You know, it's us against the world. It's very warrior energy, strong, fiery warrior energy, Mars and Aries, right? And so it's like full steam ahead. Okay, full steam ahead. And so this is interesting, where you're kind of wanting to pump the brakes, they're kind of wanting to go full steam ahead. What needs to happen? Well, for both of you, we have Cups energy. And again, this could be a new relationship, Leo, or this could be a relationship that you've been in for a little while that's kind of taken a bit of a turn. Your person, Nine of Cups, needs to realize the blessings that are there. For them, what needs to happen, Nine of Cups? Nine of Cups is kind of taking that step back and realizing, you know, before we can get to that ultimate deep connection, we really do have to be thankful for what we have, thankful for the connections that we have now, thankful for the relationships that we have now, and very much grateful sort of for the current blessings, right? And sort of not, you know, because if you're not happy with your current blessings, you know, you won't be happy with the blessings later. It's almost as if you're never going to be satisfied. So your person almost in a lot of ways needs to feel a sense of satisfaction, especially if they're dealing with some anxiety here or this desire to sort of prematurely move ahead with this relationship or move to the next step, even though you're having sort of some doubts here, even though you're wanting to put some brakes on because things might be going a little bit too fast and you're realizing that. In any case, just kind of pulling back and be happy with where you are at now without putting that pressure of forcing the next step. For you, Leo, what needs to happen is Seven of Cups. And Seven of Cups is really a card that tells us to beware of unrealistic expectations. So it can be also for you, Leo, that you may be putting some unrealistic expectations on this relationship. And so you also need to sort of step back and realize that, you know, the expectations, a lot of times Seven of Cups represents expectations that we have that are unrealistic because we really don't know or the work that is involved, or we haven't put the work in, right? Or what the expectation we have really is something that no matter how much work you put in will never happen. And so there's different reasons for why there's a need. With Seven of Cups, it's a warning, sort of it's a kind of a warning, admonishment, take heed card, right? Take heed that what you are seeking, what you are expecting is not something that is so easily or readily attained. And it may not even be attained in the way that you see it. And so you might have to revise the expectations you have of this relationship. It can also be the card for the perfectionist, right? The person who's always looking for the pie in the sky relationship, the perfect relationship. And relationships simply are not like that. So this is just a 7-day outlook for a connection that you have with somebody, but I'm going to move this down because I'm going to pull a couple more cards here. I think for this one, and again, like I said, I'm going to be putting a video up on my channel. I'm really just changing my channel around a little bit where I'm not just going to be doing exactly the same love reading style, whatever, for every sign, for all 12 signs each week. I'm going to be very much now just sort of doing the readings as the energy calls me to do them. And so I think for this one, I am not going to necessarily pull spirit energies. I think I'm going to pull some clarifiers on this one. And see if I can get some clarity on what is going on with some of these cards. Show me what's going on for Leo and their person. All right, show me, Leo, in this relationship, in this connection. What's going on here? A little bit more clarity on some of these energies here. Show me. All right. I want a clarity on that Nine of Swords. Show me. Queen of Cups. So being very sensitive, overly sensitive, coming in on that. Show me some clarity on that Knight of Cups. No clarity on Knight of Cups for my Leo Knight of Cups. I'm just reading. Show me what's going on with him. Show me. Seven of Wands, another 7. So really working hard, standing your ground. Valor, right? So 7 of Wands is the card for valor. I think your person is being very courageous coming into you. Show me some clarity on that 8 of Wands. Show me. Show me for Leo, 8 of Wands. I need some clarity on that. Show me. All right, let me move those over. 2 of Wands again. There you go. Okay. So, right, let's talk about this for a minute. So that's the clarity. The 2 of Wands has come in. It's the same card that was here. There's a clarifier over that 8 of Wands. So they're going too fast for you, Leo. Okay. Get that. They're going too fast for you. It's moving too fast. They're wanting to go full steam ahead, and that is what is too much for you with that 8 of Wands. So you're kind of like, it's too much. And it's interesting because, again, it's like you're not really sure about the motive. It's not so much that you're not sure about the motivation, but there's something going on here with the way they're communicating with you and the way they're coming into you, Leo, with, that is giving you that sort of sense of like, well, it's, you know, what you're telling me and what I'm feeling from you is not quite the same, right? It's not jiving. It's not lining up. And so I'm not sure, like, I'm not sure, you may be thinking, and this is me, Leo, talking through you to your person, right? That your person may be thinking, you're saying to them, yeah, you want to move full steam ahead, but you know, you what you want, right, is what you want in your life really the same thing that I want? You know, what is a long-term relationship for you? What is the next step in this relationship for you? What does that really, really mean to you? Does it mean the same thing to me? Maybe for you it just means, oh, you know, we just move in together now. But maybe for you, Leo, it means something a lot deeper, a lot heavier, a little bit, yes, moving in, but a deeper commitment to other things. Maybe even a commitment to working on personal issues or emotional issues or going to therapy or something like, you know what I mean? Deeper levels of commitment than just what your person is thinking of. And so in a lot of ways, I want to say that they're moving really fast, but you're just not sure that their forward momentum is the same as yours, that your expectations are the same. Again, 7 of Cups coming in with unrealistic expectations. 9 of Swords is here, how they're seeing you. So there's a Queen of Cups coming over that. And so there's a level of oversensitivity here. Queen of Cups can sometimes be like really overly sensitive, right? And I'm not saying in a healthy way, but overly sort of empathic. Oh, come on. Overly sensitive. Sorry guys. There we go. Overly sensitive, you know, just like wanting to sort of worrying too much about emotional, you know, the emotional side of things, worrying that that your person may not love you or loves you more, loves you too much. You know, sometimes Queen of Cups can be too much water. It's water of water, right? Queens of water and cups of water. So that anxiety is coming over here, and there is a sensitivity there. Also, some of you may be dealing with a hardcore water sign like a Scorpio. Right, Queen of Cups energy, and that Scorpio is naturally going to have a lot of anxiety because a lot of water signs will have this kind of emotional anxiety, ups and downs that not suffer with, but they deal with because they are watery and sort of in touch and always in that, you know, ocean of emotions. And then we have 7 of Wands here coming out to clarify that Knight of Cups. So very much you're dealing with somebody who's really being kind of heroic about it all. They feel like they're standing their ground. They feel like working for you is absolutely the point. They want to work for you. They want to stand their ground for you. And this is kind of a turn on for them also, I want to say. Leo, that, you know, whoever you're dealing with is somebody who is in a lot of ways, they may be very emotional, but they are also very fiery. And they like the idea of a little bit of angst or a little bit of having to sort of work against an opposing force to get what they want, right? 7 of Wands being the card for valor. So let's pull 2 animal spirits, and I'm going to call this your reading. Next 7 days, January 9th to the 16th for Leo, and a connection with someone in their life. Show me what animal spirits we're dealing with. Show me with Leo what animal spirits we're dealing with. Show me. The bat, did you see that bat come out? Kept flipping over, the bat. And the fish, and there's more water energy. Wow, the bat is, of course, air energy. And so this is the thing. The bat is very much about clearing away the darkness of the past. So there's lingering energy. There's lingering sort of like issues, energies, emotions that are sort of in the dark, right? That really need to be brought out to the light of day. The bat really represents the darkness before the dawn. And so if you're wanting to have a new kind of relationship, or maybe a new... this new stage to a relationship, right? Or maybe, like I said, here we go, come on. Like I said earlier, they're moving really fast. You're not wanting to move as fast, right? And so your relationship may have gotten to a really difficult stage with all of that. And so why is it? Why is it that they're moving faster? You're not wanting to move as fast with them. You're wanting to slow things down or something. There's some challenge here. Well, I think it's something going on there between the two of you that hasn't really been discussed. That needs to really come out in the open. There could be an argument or something that you guys had a falling out over before. There may be some lingering resentments or doubts. And those are all kind of hiding in the back of your mind. And that's what we talk about with the bat, kind of hiding in the darkness, right? And before the dawn can come, before that next stage, Two of Wands, and that next level can come, that really has to be addressed. There's also the fish energy, which is water energy, and the fish kind of is very much just like, oh, you know, let the tides carry me and just go with, you know, whatever, right? And the fish is all about sort of the stream, just allowing his emotions and the stream, right, others' emotions to just whip him up and carry him up and take him wherever. So the fish is very much the animal spirit of temporary relationships, slippery relationships, relationships that kind of fall through your fingers because there isn't a level of commitment there. There isn't a level of staying power and working on what you have there. There's also a feeling of being just pulled away by the excitement of life, right? So this current of life just pulling you away. So either you, Leo, or your person, there may be that at the heart of this too, this feeling that either you or your person, vice versa, maybe somebody who's just so easily pulled along the next adventure, or pulled along the next relationship, or pulled along the next sort of bit of excitement. And so there is a feeling of, yes, they want to go ahead, but the next thing you know, they're going to turn around and it's going to be nothing, right? Or moving ahead for them is not with you, right? Two of Wands energy is not exactly that same level of commitment that you would expect. Some people are like, oh yeah, let's go to the next stage, you move in and all of that, and then suddenly they're like, oh no, it's over, it's done. Or suddenly it's like, oh, well, this hasn't changed anything, you know, this hasn't actually gotten us closer. So there's a feeling of slipperiness here, and it's very much to do with not so much being honest with your emotions or being overly attached to the emotion of the moment, any and every whim that comes along, and being just sort of like, oh, you know, this is the way I am. And a lot of people sometimes even have this attitude, oh, I go where life takes me, you know, I don't need to see the end. And they seem to think that this is like a very adventurous way to go about life, but also what can happen then is that you never have roots, you never stay around long enough to make deep connections with people, and ultimately, in the end, the fish is alone. All right, guys, I'm going to leave it at that, my lovely Leos. This is your weekly love outlook. I do hope you got some clarity out of this. This is for January 9th to the 16th. As I said before, if you're regular on my channel, I'm not going to be just doing the straight, you know, love readings for all 12 zodiac signs. I just do not have the energy to tap in like that. So I'm going to be tapping into the readings, into the signs that day that come to me. So today I'm working on some love outlooks, some connection outlooks, and Leo was the one that I really want to tap into, and this is your reading. So don't forget to like, subscribe. Also hit that bell so that you know when I update a new video. You can see if the video has anything to do with you, if it's your sign or you are cross-watching. And and that, you know, then you can check it out. And if not, then you can come back another time where I might be covering your sign or covering your particular issue. So as I say, they will be coming and going as I feel them on the day. All right, guys, I love you so much. Have a wonderful, wonderful week, and I shall see you at the next bow and arrow tarot reading. Bye-bye, guys.